Over 50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show. The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I want to kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
What's going on, everybody? This is a total hangout, real quick stream today. Just whatever's on the table. There's some things to mention, but it's kind of a. I would do this from the car today, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in my room here. I thought about jumping outside though, just to get some sun. I love getting sun, man. I need sun all the time. Dude, the Tomb Raider thing is crazy. I gotta show you this Lara Croft. This just ain't Tomb Raider. It's driving me nuts. It's Valentine's Day. Everybody's in a panic. Remember when Shawn Michaels was...
What are you doing here? Exactly.
Look at Shawn Michaels.
What are you doing here?
Look at Shawn playing with his Precker.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Exactly.
There's nothing more. But I'm afraid that would be a waste of your time.
That was back when Shawn loved the drugs,
a big
right?
Waste of my time. I'd much rather take my fist and slam it into that big, fat, ugly face of yours.
Yeah, good luck, Shawn.
It always was funny back when Vince McMahon became this like bad guy. You know, when Vince became the full heel. You know, everybody that was sort of a good wrestler, good guy, whatever you want to call it. And, of course, because Shawn was gone and really was out of WWE for the most part, whenever he came back for a visit or whatever it was, you know, he was just determined as a good guy. So he just had to clash with Vince McMahon, you know, right away. But there was never, you know, I don't remember this. And so this is the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'd ask all you guys if anybody remembers. Now, I do remember when Shawn Michaels was thrown through that car window, you know, and bloodied everywhere. In fact, I think that was the night that Mankind won the title, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But was there ever a point when Shawn Michaels first came back, you know, after his, you know, back issue, retired, when he was on all the pills and all those things? Was there a point when he came back that he got into a beef with Vince that started this sort of, I don't know, beef that they have every time Shawn comes out? You know, Vince McMahon is like, oh, no, not you again. You know, that sort of thing. Because I'm like, well, what's the reason for this? Because the last time we saw Shawn Michaels, you know, he stormed out of the press conference at WrestleMania 14. And, you know, Vince McMahon didn't seem to have a problem with D-Generation X having the title and Shawn Michaels having the title. In fact, he had a bigger problem with Stone Cold Steve Austin having the title. So was there an episode where Shawn came back? And I know he became the commissioner, so that could be the thing right there that bothers Vince McMahon for whatever reason. But I don't remember the actual act or the moment or the switch or the setup to Shawn being this nemesis to Vince at some point. It just feels like Shawn came back and Vince was like, what the hell are you doing? That sort of thing. So, yeah, if anybody remembers, if there is anything, and there might not be anything, I don't know. Feel free to let me know and tell me, because I just don't remember it. And the answer may be that there's no answer. But anyway, it's Valentine's Day. I'm sure everybody. Now, I tried to send flowers to my mother at her work, and it sucks because normally every year I save up enough, or I make sure I have saved a couple of bucks, because I like to make sure my mother gets something. Because everybody in the office is probably getting all these flowers and chocolates and shit's going on everywhere, and everybody's got a husband, boyfriend, somebody like that. And, my mother, obviously my father died when I was 8, so my mother's 70-something, and she's, at work. So I like to make sure that she gets something from me or from us or something. My mother's just great, so. But, one year, every year when I send, sometimes it's like those they gouge you, because it's the day of. So it's a mistake to wait till the day of. But the last couple of years when I haven't had a ton of money, I had to do last minute. But when you do last minute, you get gouged. So there was one time last year where I didn't quite have the money to send her that. So I did I think I did a DoorDash. So this year I decided to do a DoorDash too. So I DoorDashed this stuff. But they canceled the flowers. So I did these flower order, and then this chocolates on top, right? It's the $20 flowers, because otherwise it's $100. If you do edible arrangements or 1-800-Flowers or somebody like that, it's going to be $100-something. So I'm all right, DoorDash is better because they've got a thing of little roses and $20, and then $5 candies, and I'll whatever, and I tip the driver $10 because I have to tip $10 or whatever. But we had a good week last week. I'm able to do that today. So I send it, and they canceled the flowers. So they delivered the stuff, but not the flowers. So my mom calls me and she's like, "Oh, thank you so much. That was a surprise," and everybody was like, "Oh, you got a gift." But I'm like, okay, but they forgot, but they were out of the flowers. So it's so she just got this little thing of chocolates. This is funny. I'm like, so I just tipped the driver $10 to bring chocolates 3 minutes down the street from the store. I just think that's funny. So I just got that alert. I thought that was funny. And my mom called me earlier and told me she got it. So it's Valentine's Day, but my point is everybody's in a panic last minute, right? Last minute panic for everybody for whatever you got to get for somebody. I say you just get a giant cock, Luke Rojas says HBK was always a nuisance to Vince, even back when DX. You know what? This is what I love about Luke Rojas. You can say what you want, but Luke Rojas knows the history, regardless. For instance, DX, Sergeant Slaughter was essentially out there, to take on DX for Vince. Sergeant Slaughter was the commissioner. He was the one who was supposed to get law and order in the World Wrestling Federation, and that came at the order of Vince. And I believe that a few times they referenced Vince. Vince sent you out here. Why don't you send Vince out here or whatever? But I don't know if they really ever referenced it much. So I kind of get that Sergeant Slaughter was sort of that guy for the DX, and so DX was a problem. And Vince, and then Shawn Michaels stormed out of the press conference for real at WrestleMania 14, upset, and so you could consider that a problem too for Vince. And Vince was like, I guess it's there, but on camera, on Raw, upon Shawn's return, I'm trying to remember what happened.
guys, they're going nuts. Look at this. HBK is back. It's got to be a sign of things to come right here tonight.
Okay, so that's Shawn Michaels coming back to Raw. I guess I thought I was going to hear some audio, but he just kind of came down the ramp, danced, did all that stuff. But then he goes on to commentary. So that was actually Shawn's first time back. He jumped on commentary. And I want to say it was around WrestleMania 15 that Shawn Michaels became the commissioner. Because Shawn Michaels was the commissioner at WrestleMania 15. Because if I'm not mistaken, at WrestleMania 15, Shawn Michaels made an appearance. Like, he came out to get somebody or to bring somebody out or to make somebody or restart a match or something. What was it? Does anybody remember at WrestleMania 15? What was it that Shawn Michaels was out there to do? To restart a match or to bring someone to the back or something? He came out to do something briefly and he was seen. And I remember he looked kind of funny because he had like a glazed over beard that was going on, if I remember. I'm not 100%. That Shawn versus Vince was out of nowhere. Okay, yeah, so that's what I think, Ghost from the Coast. By the way, Ghost, dude, thank you very much for that donation last night. Everybody was asleep, but Ghost from the Coast, dropped a $150 donation on last night's show. So that's pretty sexy, baby. And pretty soon, Ghost from the Coast is also going to be donating lots of migrants from the Mexican border up here to Massachusetts, to my area. So, Ghost, I look forward to that, bringing me El Salvadoras and Acevedos and everybody else who's coming across the border to come up here to Massachusetts to be with me. De donde está el estúpido gringo loco? They're going to be coming up here to stay with me. Tell them where I live, everybody. Tell the migrants, yes, he is taking free migrants. And he's giving his firstborn away to the I don't know, bro. Free migrants up here in Massachusetts. They're all coming, folks. They're coming up here to Mass, to the sanctuary areas. Although the biggest sanctuary city and the biggest call for sanctuary, whatever, has been Martha's Vineyard, Cape Cod. But they sent all the people back, though. That's what I'm so confused about. All the politicians and all the celebrities and all the rich people who are on Martha's Vineyard, they all had signs. In fact, believe it or not, there is actually now a website that's dedicated to honoring all those people. That's right. The rich people in Martha's Vineyard who had signs outside on their property, they actually put signage on their rich grass. Guys, that's a huge step in the right direction for these rich people in Martha's Vineyard. They actually had the signage on their front lawns that said, America is for everybody. And all that support for all the people to be coming across. So what's great about this website is it's identified all of those people. And what's even better about that is when those people ushered the migrants out of Cape Cod and said, you won't do well here. This isn't where you should be. You need to go back, like into the Boston area and these areas. They'll help you. This is not where you want to be. All those people that did that, it's the funniest thing. We've actually matched up their faces with the people who had those signs on their front of their property and those politicians as well. And so there's a whole website where you can see, like, all of them who put the sign on their property and they're rich. And then they told the migrants to go away, though, with a smile on their face, like, no. So that's going to be a fun time to identify all those people in Martha's Vineyard. And you see, also what I'm looking forward to is we're in a time right now where people are, getting kind of desperate as they run out of money and people are struggling everywhere. And as people lose their homes and lose their cars and lose things of importance to them, and they see illegal immigrants being gifted things for coming to the country and destroying us, and as we get destroyed by the upper 1% and by our politicians, you will start to see militias and people form in the streets. And so these people who have these beautiful homes, The problem is all the crazy poor people, and even worse than that, the former middle class who are now poor and crazy, will most likely burn down these people's homes and shoot people and go crazy. And so that will scare the shit out of all the rich elites and all these politician people who virtue signaled to destroy the country just so they can make a couple extra bucks in the short term and feel good about themselves for a second. But the reality is you're all going to die soon because there's so many people in the country that are struggling. They're going to go crazy, and they're going to look for who started this. And it won't matter, Trump, Biden, this, that, Republican said bad thing on Twitter. None of that's going to matter. All that's going to matter is they're going to fucking kill you and burn your homes down. But anyway, let's move on from that. But you heard it here, folks. If things keep going the way it's going, you're in for some fun entertainment coming up soon when they start dragging politicians out of their homes and stabbing them and burning homes down of people who said that, oh, let them all in the country. Oh, but not here, not in my house. Yeah, it's coming to your house soon, one way or the other, folks. Joe, no Dunkin' Donuts today? No, sir. Instead, it's black coffee that I made myself. Do you know why? Because I had to order some things for Valentine's Day. And that was, a hit to the wallet. So nothing wrong with making your own black coffee, see? So I, it's love it. Aw, Virgil's chair is a good point. Well, here's a counterpoint to to the dark stuff that I just said a second ago. Let me make a counterpoint too. I saw somebody on Twitter that was burying a family who took in a migrant family, right? So like a family took in some immigrants, some illegal immigrants. A family took them in, and they're like, we're gonna need more bed sheets. We're gonna need all these things, and this Twitter account blasted them on Twitter all over the place, and they were like idiot woke idiots or whatever. But I looked at that Twitter account, and that Twitter account is a Christian person. They're actually somebody who loves Jesus and loves Christianity and God. But they're on Twitter making fun of a family for taking in a family with children who had no place to go. What kind of a Christian are you to do that? Because I'm pretty sure what would Jesus do? He would take in a family and feed them and help them. That's what Jesus would do. So I just find it weird, even though obviously the country's in chaos and we're letting in all these people and everything's getting destroyed anyway from other reasons and all these other things. But I found it funny that they were like, you could bash a lot of things. You could bash the border, you could bash Biden, you could bash all these different things that are going on at the border right now. But these people bashed a family that took in a family. And I just found that even though it's crazy, we all agree that what's going on right now is not sustainable. But, like, why are you bashing a family who's going out of their way to take care of a family? You know what I mean? I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Why are you making fun of a family who's got the passion or the, I don't know what, the faith, right? This family has the faith that something good will come of them helping another family. And I wouldn't do it, right? Like, I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to take in strangers into my home, and I don't know what they're going to do. If they're going to squat, kill me, try to get me out of my own house, they're going to steal from us, they're going to be a nuisance, whatever they're going to do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to bring in some family. I feel like there's too many people in this house now, right? So, like, I don't want to do that. But these people are willing to do that for this other family. Why would you shit on them? Especially if you're a Christian, or like you're religious, why would you shit on them? They're literally helping another family. Do you know what I mean? The Ghost from the Coast says, Jesus was a carpenter, so he'd build the wall to stop them. I don't believe that, man. But that's okay. That's 1 out of 10 chances it could be dangerous. It could be dangerous. It would be dangerous, yes. But, like, as a full-on family of faith and God, you know, they're willing to risk that to help a family. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. My point is, yeah, maybe none of us would want to take in anybody and want to take in people and stuff like that. But what you got to admit is that it's something that Jesus would do, and it's something that your religion, if you're Christian, would say it would be a good thing to do. So why, as somebody who is religious, would you bash these people? I just find the contradictions of people who are religious. I almost don't believe anybody who's like, I don't even buy religion. That's why I don't buy religion, because most people are like, yeah, you wouldn't do shit. In fact, if anything, you're worse. Like, you're worse than other people. So it's bizarre like that. They're gonna dump you in the ocean, says Vince McMahon. They're gonna dump you in the ocean. This one's called, hey, welcome, Vasquez. Imagine Vince McMahon. Oh, my God, dude, that's what Vince McMahon could do. Vince McMahon, to try to recover from all these bad things that he's done and what's going on with Vince McMahon could buy a huge mansion and a plot of land, and Vince McMahon could take in 500 migrants every month. And Vince McMahon announces the Vince McMahon El Sol de Mexico or something like that. He goes... And Vince McMahon is like, welcome, everybody. You'll have a place to stay. You'll have food and water. Vince McMahon can feed and home and clothe these people for like 20 years. And so that's he's going to do that with the rest of his life, to try to pay back for what he's done. And, but imagine him inviting some of the younger females into like his room. Tell Katiana to meet me in my suite tonight. Tell her I want to see her. Tell Catalina I want to see her. Oh, my God. Imagine Vince McMahon, bro. And then she comes in, it's like late at night, and she's like, oh, he wants to see me. And like Vince is like, yes, the Vince McMahon, the one who made all this, and like he wants to see us. And she's telling her husband, she's like, oh, I don't know, Jose. Like, I'm scared. Like, but we have a place to stay, Catalina. Like, it's unbelievable. Go see like the Lucha Libre King. Like they're calling him like the Lucha Libre King or whatever. And Vince McMahon is like, he's like, she comes in. He's like, don't be afraid. Come over here. Come here. I want to talk to you. I'll tell you something. You look beautiful. Here's the thing. Quiero que te desnudes. That's right. You know what I'm talking about. By the way, this one's called Eddie Guerrero. And he pulls out this giant dildo, and he's like, ah! And Vince is just like this, like the Epstein Island of America. Because someone mentioned to me, these are like indentured servants now. And so Vince McMahon would have this huge, like, Epstein Island-like place where he essentially just can fornicate with all of these women all he wants, and they're all over 21, and basically when they sit on Vince and they do all this stuff with Vince, maybe they get sent, extra dinner and foods and clothing to their places they're staying. I mean, this is one of the greatest ideas ever for Vince McMahon. He looks great. And so Vince is like, he's on the news, and everybody's like, Vince, after, these horrible allegations, and were you worried you would do jail time? Because there's a lot of people who thought you should be in jail for what happened. And Vince is like, well, I know I never really did anything illegal. I agree that there are things that morally for some people and whatever. But, it's consenting adults. I was a consenting adult. She was a consenting adult. And but in the end, it wasn't appropriate for me in my position. But what I'm doing here is I'm going to be taking in all these refugees, essentially immigrants, and we've built 15 miles of square feet. Well, that's what I wanted to get to, Vince. This is really the story of sort of your turnaround here, how you've turned your life around and now devoted your life to service for people in need. Well, I've coming to the end of my years, although I don't think I'm ever going to die, to be honest. But and I wanted to really make an impact after wrestling. So there's so many people displaced and homeless. So I have veterans that are coming to live in the buildings, and we have immigrants and veterans. But Vince, recently there's been some allegations that, that you provide a little bit extra for certain individuals. Is there any levity to those rumors? I don't know what. Everybody's treated equally when they come here. It would be the greatest thing ever. Come on, Vince. Vince, are you listening to my ideas? First I gave you wrestling ideas. Now I'm giving you these ideas. Come on, Vince.
Superchat party.
Good morning, Joe. Taking my pants off. Hoo.
Oh my God. Randy Viper with the first donation of the stream, and it is a New Zealand $2. Shout out to Randy Viper in New Zealand, where they will lock you and your family down if there is a pandemic, and you'll never get out. But at least you guys can play Path of Exile all day long. So congratulations. Sweet as, bro. Manny Gonzalez in the chat just says, World Wrestling Federation. Okay. Grid is here. He's a member. Wonder which diva put out for Vince. Probably a few of them did a few things for Vince that we know. James Shrimp Fajitas, NDAs everywhere. Oh, by the way, if you guys are patrons, if you guys are or are not patrons, first of all, you should become a patron anyway, because for $1 a month you get a lot of things, but you also get the alerts that I'm live all the time. But also, there are many times where even if you're just a follower on Patreon, you might get some extra stuff, and you might get some alerts as well. So if you don't get alerts that I'm live, even if you want to just become a follower for free on Patreon, you can do that right now. There's a bunch of stuff free for people on Patreon. But it's only like 10% of the stuff on Patreon is free, but 90% of it is something. So whatever you want to do. But let me just put the link in the chat. So if you're on a phone, a tablet, or a computer, you can use that Patreon link. Become a patron, $1, $2, $5. And shout out to the $25 producers on Patreon, too. We're going to have the producer tier tonight. I'm going to have that printed out tonight, so it's a visual. And then I'll have the description box updated down below with people like, that have been supporting the last week or so. Seabass is really close to that landmark of a producer. There's two ways to become a producer. One is that you are a $25 producer on Patreon, and every month you are a producer, you'll have your producer credit. But there's also a permanent executive credit, where if you've dropped over $3,000 ever, at that point you become a permanent producer forever down below. So there's a couple names that need to be updated there, but including Huge Boner 69. I don't know if he wants to go by Huge Boner or Andrew, but either way, he is unbelievably surpassed that in a week. So he will get up on that level. There's the dono link. John, sorry I didn't put it up to the top of the stream at the beginning of the stream. Donation links right there for you, buddy. Thank you, Brian. Ashley Mazzaro. That's the really rough one, right? Because see, this is the dark side of all this, right? Like, do you guys remember when we laughed at Believe All Women because a woman lied about Enzo Amore, right? A woman lied about Enzo Amore, and we've seen other women lie about other guys, and this is why they need to prosecute you. I think they need to prosecute people who are proven liars. And it should be hard to prove that you're a liar. Like, it should be kind of hard, right? Because you don't want to prosecute a woman who just tried to tell the truth, but it didn't work out. But, like, at some point, when you can prove someone lied about you and destroyed your career, you should be able to go after them, like Enzo Amore. Because that and several other events have led to us not believing everything we hear, right? And Ashley Mazzaro was one of those cases where back in the day, nobody really fully believed Ashley Mazzaro. They thought, she's probably mad she lost a job or doesn't have anything to do, or she wasn't that good. She's bitter or something like that. She's trying to get money. That's what a lot of people thought and said. But, when I heard about the Ashley Mazzaro thing originally, I thought, I don't know. That's what I thought. I don't know. I don't know enough about the facts. I don't understand. I mean, maybe this happened. If it did, holy shit. If it didn't though, I don't know. I don't really until there's facts. I don't know what to tell you. And then a little while later, she died. We lost Ashley Mazzaro. She killed herself, right? So, and now with everything coming out about what happened with Vince, it's like everybody who supported Enzo being attacked and supported that idiot lady who lied about Enzo needs to feel bad and feel stupid, because you're part of the reason that stuff like this goes unnoticed, because boy who cried wolf. But also, I feel bad myself for not believing her enough, because I was, deterred by all these other fake allegations everywhere and by other things. You know what I mean? And we sort of looked at it like, wow, okay, maybe she just had problems. But like, dude, this girl clearly had stuff go on. You know what I mean? Really bad too, right? And so Ashley Mazzaro, bro, she was I don't know what you want to call it, mentally assaulted, ridiculed, embarrassed, and then was let go and had no direction in her life anymore, right? Because this is what you're doing. You're doing wrestling, and that's what you think you're going to do, and other people are successful, and you're at the pinnacle at the top, and then suddenly you're not doing favors for Vince, so you're left out to dry, and then you're embarrassed, and then you're let go, and you have nothing else to do, nothing else to fall back on. And yes, a lot of people would, okay, suck it up and go do something else and figure out your life and whatever else. Some people aren't like that. Some people have a lot of shit going on. So, but you can, if Vince McMahon never did those things to Ashley Mazzaro, right? Would she still be here? Like, if Vince McMahon had booked her regularly and there wasn't any kind of sexual stuff involved and any kind of a tit-for-tat thing, that clearly Vince McMahon might have done something tit-for-tat. It's hard to sift through, because there are a lot of wrestlers who, for whatever reason, Vince McMahon will be like, nah, I don't like them. I don't like it. And he won't put them out there. We've seen it with wrestlers that we all love and we like and we know and whatever. Vince McMahon wanted Adam Cole to be a goddamn manager. So, sometimes, and we've seen male wrestlers kill themselves, or male wrestlers whose lives are destroyed because, they're in the WWE and the WWE doesn't really see anything in them anymore. And Vince McMahon doesn't really want to do anything with them anymore. And they let them go. And they think, well, damn, I made it here and I never really got the chance, and they sort of just gave up on me, and then I'm let go, and that's it. And those people sometimes within a year spiral into drugs and hell. And so, like, it's hard. That's why you have to balance it. But you can't do that tit for tat stuff with women sexually. That adds a component that makes it so much worse. So, I mean, would she have taken her own life if Vince McMahon had acted appropriately instead? Probably, I would think maybe not. She probably wouldn't. But I just know that there's a lot of people that become like depressed, hopeless, or turn to drugs after they get released by WWE, especially within a year or two, right? Like within a year, especially if nothing is going on for them. And then you could point to, other wrestlers who they went for it on the indies, like Drew McIntyre. I'm trying to think, like Drew McIntyre. Did Jinder Mahal get released? I don't remember. Didn't Jinder Mahal get released as well, or am I wrong? Or did he just disappear for a while and then come back ripped? Now, not everything is equal. I will say that. Not everything is equal. right? Like, Drew McIntyre was a physical specimen when they let him go. And then he went out and tore up the indie scene. And by the way, the indie scene now isn't quite what it used to be. 5 years ago, I feel like, when Cody left and when Drew McIntyre left, the indies were huge at that time, I believe. That they've gone down a little bit, I feel like, because AEW kind of took the market for that. Or took a lot of the wrestlers that were in that market. So a lot of those draws that were kind of going all over the place around the world, at times here or there, they're all in AEW. Yeah, Canyon's a sad story. Yeah, that took her to the back and raped her. What the hell? Who did that? To what? She was raped by a soldier. Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, yeah, so I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me that, because that's way worse. I forgot about Ashley Mazzaro. I was only focused on the Vince McMahon, like, sexualizing her and doing a little bit of a tit-for-tat with her. I totally forgot about the soldier rape. Holy shit. That's crazy. That is crazy. I forgot. So, yeah, that definitely led to it, because you were never validated. She was never validated or acknowledged. Like, dude, in order to try to save her life and in order to try to help her heal, the WWE would have had to come to her and let her tell her story. And then they would have had to investigate and work with authorities on her behalf. And that's what the WWE should have done. The WWE should have worked with her immediately to find the person that did this, or hold the people that did this responsible, and let her tell her story immediately. Because then, she would be validated and be able to heal. But to have everyone tell her, like, oh, whatever, no one cares, sorry, bye, and never get that validation, and never get to heal. You're just living with that spinning in your head. I lost my job. I'm not a star. Don't have the money. You know what I mean? I got raped by nobody. People are saying that I'm a liar. All those things killed her. Like, got her. She killed herself because of all those things. Like, you need to be able to, heal, be acknowledged. She was stuck in a recurring loop of reliving that over and over because of that. So, anyway, we only got a few more minutes left, guys. If there's anything you want to say via Super Chat, go for it. Want to become a member? Become a member. I don't know what the memberships are at. I'm not really sure what's up with those, but let me check. Let me see where we're at with the memberships. Yeah, I do gotta get running for a few. I don't know. It still says we're at 93 right now, but I don't understand how that is, because the other day we were at 94 and then we gifted a whole bunch more, and now it's at 93. So maybe other people's memberships ended, so we're still at. It's like we're stuck at 93. I don't get that. I feel like we're stuck at 93. See this? Like, this is what I showed you guys this yesterday. If you guys become members, yeah, we're stuck at 93 memberships. But yesterday we were at 93, so I'm wicked confused about the memberships. I'm so confused. We gained 55 members. By the way, if anybody was ever curious about the money you make with memberships, there it is. We're about 100, 271. Yeah, that's really bizarre. That is weird. See, I showed this yesterday. We were stuck at 93. I swear to God we're at 100, though, because There was a bunch the other day, so I don't know. This doesn't make sense to me. I don't know, whatever. Very weird. We'll figure it out. You win, you lose some. Let me jump through the chat and just read some of people's chat messages real quick, just to see if there's anything I missed that we should mention real quick. I actually meant to be on earlier and go on longer, so I wanted to do an hour and a half, but it looks like we're only going to get about 45 minutes because it's time to pick kids up from school time. I completely forgot all about that, says Drew Bar. Yeah, I forgot about that too. That's Alex Riley. How is Alex Riley doing? Yeah, he's probably a mess. But you know who's doing really well is Biff Raiden, Matt Cardona. Like, Matt Cardona is, like, living the indies. I feel like he could go anywhere at some point, too. Like, won't he appear in AEW at some point, probably? I feel like he'll appear in AEW at some point. Or back in WWE. Yes, Gavin. Welcome to Valentine's Day. I got you airheads. Hey, come down here for a second. I saw Gavin came in the house. He's downstairs. What else we got? Jay Swiss, thanks for being a member, Jay Swiss. Joe Bishop, thank you, bro. I don't know, man. Let me know if you disagree with me on anything. I would love to go into it. What's up, bro? How's school? Are you tired? What are you going to do? Maybe stay up till 7 or 8? Yeah, you'll go crazy. One time I stayed awake for I think I might have told you this, but I stayed awake for 2 days once. And then I was playing with Bobby and I stepped on something, like a sharp thing. And you know, when you step on something sharp, sometimes it kind of hurts for a little bit. But, like, it's not that bad. But because I was hallucinating from being awake for, like, 2 or 3 days or whatever it was, I thought my whole leg was being, like, amputated. And it was torturous. And I was rolling around and going, like, ah. And I was having these crazy hallucinations. And then I went to sleep finally. And, yeah, when I woke up 15 hours later, I felt better again. It was crazy. We stayed up. I swear you're not supposed to do it. Like, you go crazy and you hallucinate like you're on drugs or something. I think I stayed up 3 days. Maybe. It was close to 3 days. Don't do that. Yeah, it was terrible. It's because we were playing games or something and we just were, I don't know, we just didn't go to bed for days. I'll come up in a little bit and tell you more. I get you airheads though. Take what? Oh yeah, yeah. I think Mom left them there for you. Go see if Mom's awake though, see if she's up. Matt Riddle has done worse probably. Enzo was framed. Yeah, that's a great point. Matt Riddle's crazy. I'm not going to implicate him in anything, but Matt Riddle is definitely wild, and Enzo was set up or screwed basically. The Ghost from the Coast, that Ashley shit was obviously true. Yeah. I miss phone booths. I miss phoning you. Thank you, Jay Swiss. Well, if you missed it, you would drop the $7 donation, right? If you really missed phone booths, you would actually donate that donation. Triple M, what's up? Federico Garza's a member. Grid, whenever the dark side of the ring comes out about this, man, it's going to be... yeah, it's going to be crazy. Patrick Mahomes will be better than Brady, Joe. Brian, I will choke you to death, bro. I will choke you to death if you ever say that again. Okay, Brian? I don't care if you remember. I'm choking you, bro. Mahomes is the same age that Brady was when he won 3. All right? It's going to be a hard thing to win another 4. I would be so pissed if Mahomes, like, were ever to tie or beat Brady. That would piss me off as a Patriots fan. Veritas Equitas Vince dumping on illegals. Exactly. Federico Garza, how's Brian, how you doing? Oh my God, Luke Rojas was. Oh my God, Luke Rojas was in here earlier. I didn't see him.
It's about dick, it's about penis. Men are from Mars, but I'm from Venus. Put it in the butt, spank him in the shower, and take.
Oh my God.
To drain the main vein, prostate massage so insane until you scream. I'm so motherfucking gay.
We gon' hump them, we gon' suck their dicks off. We gon' hump them, we gon' suck their dicks off. We gon' hump them, we gon' suck their dicks off. We gon' hump them, we gon' suck their dicks off. We gon' hump them, we gon' suck their dicks off. We gon' hump them, we gon' suck their dicks off.
Man, they are. The Rock is a Hollywood weirdo. Just glad Cody gets to finish his article. Lol, it's not a story anymore.
Oh my God. The Rock. Mana. The Rock is a Hollywood weirdo. This is 100% true. I went from thinking like, oh my God, I would make The Rock president in a heartbeat. I love The Rock. You know what? If The Rock ran, I would vote for The Rock. But like, I'm now in the mode of like, I don't know, bro. I'm scared of these people out there in Hollywood. And The Rock is one of them, dude. And like I said, there should be nothing scarier than The Rock to all of us. Listen, I love The Rock as a wrestler. He's entertaining. He's the guy, like, we all loved him. I love him too. But here's the thing, bro. This guy, it can't be said enough. He's a businessman. He's a politicking person. He has a big old smile on his face. And the worst of all, he is his product. When there's a really dirty salesman and he's like, let me tell you about these Lindor chocolates, man. You're going to love these things. They're going to melt in your mouth. They're going to make your whole entire body warm up. If you weren't thinking about making love, they'll make you do that because they'll put you in that kind of a mood. Plus, they're the sugar. Like, we don't overdo it with the sugar. Like, he's selling a product over here. So, like, once he puts these down to go do something, oh, well, I can separate the salesman from the man. It's not that big of a deal. He still has the charisma. He still has the smile and whatever, but he's not trying to sell me a product anymore because that's over there. Now we're playing golf, or now we're at the whatever or whatever. But The Rock is his own business and product. He is the business, the product. He is a politician, everything. He is everything, and he's for sale. So that is terrifying to me because The Rock is the product. That's what's so scary. That's a weird, not a lot of people.
Come on out, you rapist!
Oh, shit. Spectral Citizen, thank you for becoming a member and also dropping that, man. 35 months in a row for Spectral Citizen. It's not often that you come across somebody who's selling themselves permanently for, like, ever, for a living. Like, that's what it is. Like, that's a crazy thing. I feel like I got to run in a second, and I feel like we're starting to heat up as I'm leaving. When do we start giving people rewards before they achieve them? If Mahomes wins. Oh, shit. Oh, there, he did it. He did it.
I've always wanted to be a shitbum, but I'll go a little further with it. Hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for all the streams lately, Joe. Starting to slowly feel like 2017 again.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, J Swiss. I think we've always had ebbs and flows here, but yeah, it feels a lot better than 2023 and 2022 kind of recently. And that's in a tribute to many of the people that are on the show now, and also, to the donations and stuff like that. I can do more. Obviously when I'm able to get more, I can do more, and I can do this more than any of my other two jobs. So it's such a help. but I got to do better, and we all got to whatever, and we're lucky. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's amazing how the show's had these different iterations for 10 years. Like, it doesn't matter who. Luckily, I'm able to kind of, like, get along with whoever I bring on, I feel like. But, you know, Rojas has been great. Big reason why things are amplified. If Mahomes wins 8 rings, he will have beaten Tom until then he hasn't passed him. Well, yeah. I mean, he's got to win 8 rings to beat Tom. But even if Mahomes wins 5 or 6 rings, I could see people will be like, oh, you know, if he beats him in numbers, that's enough for people to be like, oh, Mahomes is better, you know? And then there's the whole, like, and Mahomes didn't cheat, you know? There'll be all that sort of thing, too. So, like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't even want it to get close. If Mahomes gets 4, fine. If he gets 4, I think he's going to get 4 at least at this point. I believe it. He's going to get 4 because these other teams kind of suck and whatever. But Mahomes is great, though. He's different than Brady, though. They're different quarterbacks. You know, Brady is somebody who really, for the most part, was a guy who would target people. You know, it was all about the throwing. It was the accuracy, short throws, long throws, decision-making. Brady's decision-making was unreal. Although Mahomes is pretty damn good as well in his awareness. And obviously Mahomes has this ability to run and take off is you know, different than Brady. It's kind of like if Brady had that. Like if I needed somebody to make a throw, I would want Brady's. I just feel like I'm not 100% yet, but I feel like Brady's throwing decision making and accuracy of throwing is still slightly above Mahomes. But I feel like Mahomes' you know, ability to decision make on the fly is like maybe a little bit better in some ways. Like, for instance, Brady would throw the ball away. You know, Brady would know when to, okay, I'm going to throw the ball away. Like, there's nothing going on, I'm throwing the ball away. Once in a while, Mahomes does that, but he a lot of times will run the ball instead. So when Brady sees everything is covered and screwed, most of the time Brady doesn't run, he throws the ball away. When Mahomes sees everything is covered and there's nothing going on, he starts running with the ball. So it's an interesting difference, but there's so much we could really get into about that, you know, later on. Mana! Yeah, I do got to run, though. It's crazy. The viewership is at the highest it's been since I started streaming, and we're really on a kind of a roll here, but I don't know what's going on with the kids, and we got to pick them up from school and stuff, so what the hell? A chair just fell down upstairs on its own without anybody around it, and it made a crazy noise, and the dog is, like, freaked the fuck out. That was, and I saw it live on the camera, too. I just saw it live on the camera, and the dog just got terrified. Let me make a call before I go. I want to make a call and just see what's up with my wife real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm live, and I'm going to... Hold on. Extreme Shaft got the membership. Thank you, Extreme Shaft. We gotta unban you in Discord, by the way, still. Your call has... All right, well, hang tight for a second. And while we hang tight for a second, I'm gonna play a clip of something real quick. And I'm gonna figure out what's up. And I will be right back in a second to read those. There's a couple things I want to read that I just saw that I missed. And real quick, I just want to go back to this.
Yeah, Luke, you beat him like
this clip here.
Get him out of here.
No, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking too, which is kind of beta. Like to wear glass. I think you can dress nice, but to put on fake glasses that you don't need, I think that's a level of womanid, like
I don't think
womanism.
they're fake. I think they're actually prescription. And again, he could be using them for readers. I mean, Shawn Michaels wears glasses now. Triple H, I think, wears glasses. So they're getting older, man.
Hey, where's pacemaker?
Yeah,
He's got a
that's true.
pacemaker, you know. So, but no, with Rock though, it's interesting because the fact that out of nowhere he just comes and it just happens. There was no preset other than him showing up on day one, and all this started right. So, and again, people are arguing, yeah, do we want Rock and Roman? Absolutely. But again, why would you waste 2 years worth of time building up a guy who literally just came back into the company from a rival company that he started and bet on himself to do, and yet now all of this is being crapped on. So I already called BS right off the bat, as everybody else did. But there are just people that had just taken it so to the extreme that, like, again, Rock's daughter deleted her Twitter account. We got all this other stuff going on in terms of questions that need to be answered. So there's just a lot of convoluted stuff that was given me. Oh, we got a donation.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
I love being excited about wrestling again. So much good shit. CM Punk on commentary was gold as usual.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, again, CM Punk, and he even said it best, like, whether if it's on commentary, whether it's in this ring or on the microphone, he can do it. And dude, he can definitely, by the time like Punk's career is over, I hope he sticks around, like whether it be in a managerial position or part of the company or just on commentary, because dude, he's so valuable with information and always brings, as Joe said, an outside perspective. So thanks for the donation. I mean, guys, like, what do you think going forward? Because now we have 2 months left for Mania. I mean, it's already sold out. I mean, what else could we expect going into Mania that we haven't already thought of? Because again, there's just so much that we still don't even know.
Murder.
The only thing I want to say to that is, I know we all kind of get close to this WrestleMania time, and then the weeks leading up to it, sometimes they're hits, sometimes they're misses. And I think that for a story that has a clear conclusion that everybody's been waiting on for 24 months plus, probably this.
I did this like the other day too, where I queued up the wrong clip. I'm back. All right, I'm back. I thought I queued up the right clip that was funny, but I mean there was kind of some funny stuff in there, but there was some.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I was actually supposed to be at the press conference.
This is the clip, right?
And I would have been. Thanks for rubbing it in. I wasn't.
But you missed. You didn't see it.
No, so every Thursday and Friday.
I don't know. I thought that was that clip, but I listened to an old Monetize This last night where I was dying. I'm going to play some clips of that for you right now because it's funny. But what's going on, man? Extreme Shaft, whenever you like, just send me a message on Discord. Yeah, I'll do that at Extreme Shaft. Yeah, so Discord, you guys know in Discord when you don't rename yourself, it just says like a letter and ... And that happens to a lot of people, and I don't know who people are. But I guess if you right-click on that, then you can see their real name or whatever. But I don't know. I went to check on Leah because I didn't see anybody moving upstairs. And, Leah works overnight. So she's, like, waking up to get the kids. I thought she actually was already up and going. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I'll just keep streaming and stuff. But she was still out. So I just went upstairs, like, are you getting up? She's like, I thought you would get them. And I was like, oh. I was like, I can, but, what? Yeah, so, but anyway, I don't know what's going on. I wanted more Tennis Racket Jones folder, yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of Tennis Racket Jones songs last night. I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Tennis Racket Jones songs last night. Which was the one that was funniest? Was it this one? Is this one?
Energy. Toby MC. Powerful energy. Toby MC. Powerful energy. Step to me, I got powerful energy.
The other, I think it's interesting because the other day I was waiting for my teacher, my old teacher, to come have lunch with me. Two people came up to me as I was just minding my own business. I was just sitting there, just looking out the windows and just looking at my phone. And two people came up to me and said, "You have such powerful energy, sir."
Powerful energy.
Oh my God, bro.
Energy. Powerful energy. Powerful energy. Toby MC. Powerful energy. Toby MC. Powerful energy. Step to me, I got powerful energy.
You have such powerful energy, sir.
There you go. We'll probably make a couple of these into donations at some point. Shout out to the Girdles. Here's the Girdles one.
Every decade or so, an artist comes along that changes the landscape of music as we know it. And the dense population of the planet lucky enough to be alive at such a time pays reverence to the act that changed the world. One band, this band, a punk rock band, managed to tear the fabric of the music industry with one big rip. The Girdles, formed in Black Mountain, North Carolina in early 2020, have not looked back since topping the charts across the globe with their first hit, Another Day in the Books.
Another day in the books, another day working out.
Which achieved critical acclaim and earned the band the chance to record with producer Rick Rubin, who helped mold the songs of their sound and their latest single.
This is bizarre. Oh my God.
I want to wish everybody a happy new year, and I hope everybody. Shout out to the Girdles! Shout out to the Girdles everywhere! Shout out to the Girdles!
That is so concerning at the end there.
Shout out to the Girdles!
Oh my God, bro. That ending part is super concerning, but I love it. Hey, Jay Swiss, thank you for the $7. Thank you to Spectral Citizen. Let me finish. Spectral Citizen said, when do we start giving people rewards before they achieve them? If Mahomes wins 8. Oh, I did read this earlier. I'm sorry. And thank you to Ghost from the Coast for dropping the $25. Jay Swiss for the 7 and the membership. You guys are awesome. Those are the 2 donos. Chili Hendrix from back in the day. Yeah, that was definitely from back in the day, man. Also, I've got some more back in the day real quick here. And it is, let me see if I can find it. There's some great clips. I was watching this episode of Monetize This 148 from the other night. And it cracked me up. Like, there's a lot of funny moments from this episode, but where is it? This one, everyone's reaction when Himmelgod dropped $2,000. Like, this was crazy, bro. This was crazy.
Tonight, so we'd be doing a tiebreaker without Filthy here. It'd be weird.
No, you're doing the tiebreaker next week, you said.
Earlier I said tonight, but whatever.
After he did one of those shots, he got a little extra energy. He said, I believe the exact quote was, "But you're the tiebreaker tonight. Who the fuck knows?"
Yeah, I said something like that. It was something along that line.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Oh my God.
I want you to jam it in.
Oh
my God, no way.
That shit was.
$1,000?
That was crazy.
Oh my God! Fucking.
Oh my
what
God.
the fucking
Are you
God?
fucking kidding me?
That was crazy. That was like one of the craziest drops ever. The Himmel God dropped $2,000 that night. But we've also got Leah's face responding to Tommy's weird fake horseshit story. The person in the comment section said, "Look at Leah's face in response to Tommy's weird fake horseshit." 2 hours and 43 minutes. Well, look at Leah. Leah. Oh my God.
You King Star trying to prove to people I'm not fucking autistic. You fucking piece of shit.
Oh, here he goes,
Wait,
folks.
you're not autistic?
No, he tried to prove to people that I wasn't fucking autistic.
Oh.
Oh, you're not higher in the spectrum. Put a fucking book in front of me, you fuckface.
What happened?
Somebody clip that. Put a fucking book in front of me, fuckface. Oh my God, dude. What the fuck? Put a fucking book in front of me, fuckface.
This freaking troll beard, and I'll fuck you, King Star. Trying to prove to people I'm not fucking autistic. You fucking piece of shit.
Oh, here he goes,
Wait,
folks.
you're not autistic?
No, he tried to prove to people that I wasn't fucking autistic.
Oh.
Oh, you're not higher in the spectrum. Put a fucking book in front of me, you fuckface.
What happens if I put
not
a...
higher in the
Okay.
spectrum.
What do you
No.
Tommy, what do you mean put a book in front of you?
I can't read that well.
Neither can I. What the fuck does that mean? Neither can I.
I get it now. Now I get it. I didn't get it that night, and and it was funny that he said put a book in front of me. He means put a book in front of him, and if he were to try to read it, it would be terrible. Like, he really wouldn't be able to read it. So he was actually saying, yeah, put a book in front of me, and I'll show you how fucking terrible I am at doing this. If you think, I'll show you. So he was essentially saying, I'll show you how autistic I am. Put a book in front of me. Dude, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, bro. Oh, my God. Tommy's dead, yeah. Rest in peace. No, Tommy was on the show last week, remember? Tommy comes on Monetize This still. It's crazy. Put a fucking book in front of me. That is so funny. Put a book in front of me. Holy shit, bro. Put a book in front of me.
Again.
Love ya, Joe. Cheers, bud.
Thank you.
Why is that a timestamp? Why is Fernando a timestamp? I don't understand. Leah thinking of a comeback to roast Tommy, which isn't hard to do. Oh, I don't know what that means.
Hello, Joe. It's me, it's Jerome. Let me tell you something. Justin Bailey's fake ass. I'm about to expose his faggot ass right now. I hope he gets in a car wreck and loses
Oh my God!
both his fucking legs. Fuck that faggot. Hope he dies.
Oh my God!
Shit. I like this guy. We should have him on the show.
Hey, I've got a question in chat.
He's Tyrone.
What's the number for the rant line?
Grasshopper.
The number for the rant line is 833-832-4626.
The number is Grasshopper.
What is it? 833-822.
833-832-4626. What happened?
What's the last four again?
Jesus, 4626. It's already happened. It's already too late. But
1-800 rant line wasn't available.
No.
Should I not bother putting it up then?
No,
As long-
you can put it up. I'm not gonna.
I don't know, but that was a crazy night. What the fuck is all this noise I'm hearing upstairs? Is that the cat? Hello? Hello? Brenna? I thought you were staying late at school. Oh, come down here and see me. Remember
Here it
this?
is, look at that.
Just a for Jay.
Remember this? Tommy got up and he left his chair, so I started singing about his empty chair. I think that's what this is. I'm not talking to you, B. Sorry.
Sometimes
Yeah, I like the first song.
I did empty chair or something like that. What are you doing? I thought you were staying after school. You had a sub?
I was so pissed off at her.
You were pissed off at her?
Yeah, because Miss Frank didn't come.
Oh, 'cause it's Valentine's Day. That's right. You had a gift for her.
I got her a ginormous pretty gift with a lot of money, and she didn't even come. Now I can't hand it to her like, here you go, Miss Frank. No, she has to look at it.
Oh, and she comes, it'll be on her desk. Well, imagine how the substitute feels. She gets no gifts because she's just a substitute.
Exactly.
Hope you brush your teeth after all the candy. Well, I thought you were staying after school, so did Mom even get you in time?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Eating a lollipop.
Okay. Empty chair. Our future is where's Himmelgod? Whatever. I'm sorry, D Welsh. Just send me a DM. I'm trying to see what you said, D Welsh. Where is it? Where Himmelgod dropped 2,000 in the same night? Shave your head. I don't know exactly where that is. I can find out, but right now off the bat, I'm not sure where that is. But yeah, I remember that. And Himmelgod shaved my head. Or rather, Leah shaved my head. I don't remember which episode that is. Oh, I could probably find out. Hold on a second. Monetize this. I want to say I posted a clip of it. Yeah, here it is. So it's from 2018.
If he gets bleeding kicked out.
Oh, it's monetized this 153, D Welsh. It's from 153.
Can I show you something?
What are you going to show me?
I want to say something. I just want to say something.
Oh. What are you going to say?
What was it, buddy?
I'll be up in a second.
Wait, I want to say something. Oh my god!
What?
Your head's getting shaved?
Yeah, Mom shaved my head.
What? Like, really?
Well, you're seeing it, aren't you?
Why would she do that?
She's evil.
Okay, that's a joke, right?
No, you know, Mom. She's evil. That's what she did. Look at her shaving my head.
Why was she shaving your head?
Because she's evil.
I don't believe Mom would do that.
Well, that's her. And there goes my hair.
Oh my god, what?
And look, I had hair then too.
What the hell? Why would she do that?
She's evil.
She just did that for no reason?
I thought she was coming to rub my head or something. I'm like, oh, cool. And then she did that. Look at that.
Did she just do that for no reason?
Yeah, she's insane. See this? I'm the good parent. Look at that. Look at what she did to me. Now I'm going bald. Like, it's almost like she caused it. Unbelievable. Mars Mira dropping $100 right there. Look at that.
I'll be surprised if you don't see Mom later. Anyway.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I had her do it.
Why?
I don't know. We were doing a thing. I don't know.
You oh my god, you idiot. Okay, and can I say something?
Ow, that really hurts when you touch the mic like that. It's loud. Grabbing the mic in everybody's ears. Don't touch the mic.
Happy Valentine's Day.
All right, I'm going to get off the air, so go upstairs and I'll be right up. Okay.
Wait, I want to read the comments.
Leah went full heel. Yeah, he did. Remember missing the shaving live, but coming to the show later and seeing it. Oh, yeah. It was a good time. Somebody, I don't remember what the reason or the stipulation was. I'd have to go back. But, hey, Welsh, at least now you know what it was for or whatever. That's it. I'm going to get out of here. Check out Patreon if you want, guys. I think we're almost we should be at 100 members. I don't know why the membership thing doesn't add up yet. I don't know what's going on with that. But I'll let you know when I find out who the 100 member is. Try to figure that out. And I might be on later tonight. But join Patreon. I'll be shouting out all the patrons tonight and the producers tonight. And just make sure you hit the like button to help out the stream, I guess. The Wolfpack shirt. Yeah, Colonel Stars. That's a little... explain that one. It's a cat. it's a kitty cat, you know. So that's what it was about. And that's really about it. I'm sure I'm gonna miss some things, but I'm gonna go figure it out. King Hueco Mundo, thank you, bro. Is Mustafa gonna take out his wife today? Mustafa gonna take out his? I think Friday. He said he was going out somewhere Friday to do some kind of date thing. So, I mean, I think it's Friday that he's doing something. But that's it. I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll see you guys tonight.
Hope you get lots of chocolate and also get a side of diabetes.
You want people to get diabetes? What my?
No, I said hope you got a lot of chocolate and a side of diabetes.
My father died of diabetes.
Yeah, a side of diabetes.
That's terrible.
Well,
you're gonna get diabetes the way you're eating stuff.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I'm not chunky.
We'll see. Keep eating like you're eating. Camera's up there.
Yeah.
So you're playing to yourself by looking at yourself all the time over here. So you want to. That's why I want to put the screen here, because the screen's here. Then you get like it's like you're looking at the camera, but you're looking at yourself. But if you put it over here, you're clearly looking away from everybody, and everybody's watching you looking away, and that looks bad.
I am gay. No, remember when I stuck out my tongue? And they're like, why are you sticking out your tongue?
This is what I deal with. This is what I deal with. Byron, what's up, bro? Good night, bro. Later. See you, man. Later, Brian. Drew Barr, thank you, man. Joe Bishop, thank you, guys. A lot of members and a lot of patrons. Keep it crazy. Have a good Valentine's Day, and I'll see you tonight.